Hello and welcome to Accent Adventures, the program where we explore an interesting topic and learn some useful English vocabulary along the way. I'm Alice.
And I'm Neil.
In this episode, we're looking at a new Chinese AI app that's making waves in the tech world, DeepSeek.
Yes, it's been a real shock for many people in the industry. DeepSeek has quickly become one of the most talked about AI models, mainly because of how it was created and the effect it's having on global markets.
That's right. While companies like OpenAI have spent billions of dollars developing AI, DeepSeek's developers claim to have built their model for just a few million.
And that's got a lot of people freaking out.
Freaking out is exactly the phrase we're going to talk about first, along with two other useful expressions from news headlines about this story.
So, let's get into the details. DeepSeek is a Chinese artificial intelligence app that was released in January. Within days, it became one of the most downloaded apps on Apple's App Store.
And what really caught everyone's attention was how little money its developers say they spent making it, just a few $1 million. That's tiny compared to OpenAI, which spent billions last year alone developing ChatGPT.
Because DeepSeek was developed so efficiently, it's now seen as a serious competitor to other big AI companies, including OpenAI, Google, and Meta.
This competition has already affected the stock market. The value of some major tech stocks, including Nvidia, has dropped significantly.
And that's where our first vocabulary phrase comes in. Here's a headline from the Japan Times. Why is the AI world freaking out over China's DeepSeek?
The phrase freak out means to lose emotional control.
Right. People freak out when they feel strong emotions like excitement, fear, shock, or panic.
For example, if you saw your favorite celebrity walking past you in the street, you might freak out with excitement.
Or if you suddenly realized you'd forgotten your passport at the airport, you'd freak out in panic.
In this headline, the AI industry is freaking out because of DeepSeek's success. Some people are excited, but others, especially those in competing companies, are panicking.
Yes, because if a Chinese company can produce high-quality AI for much less money, companies like OpenAI and Google might have to rethink their strategies.
Now, freak out can also be used as a noun. You might hear someone say, "That was a total freak out," to describe a moment when someone lost control of their emotions.
And it can be an adjective too. If someone is freaked out, it means they are feeling scared or anxious. For example, I was totally freaked out when I saw a spider in my bed.
Okay, let's move on to our next headline.
Our second headline is from the BBC. Nvidia shares sink as Chinese AI app spooks US markets.
The word we're looking at here is spook.
You probably know spooky as an adjective that describes something scary, like a haunted house or a ghost story.
But here, spook is a verb, and it means to make someone nervous or frightened, especially suddenly.
Right. The idea is that something unexpected causes fear or worry.
You often hear spook used in financial news. If something spooks the stock market, it means investors are scared, so they sell their shares, which causes stock prices to fall.
Yes, and in this case, DeepSeek spooked the markets because investors started worrying about how it might affect big AI companies.
That's why Nvidia's stock price dropped, because their investors panicked and sold their shares.
Spook is also commonly used with animals. If a horse gets spooked, it means it suddenly gets scared and runs away.
Or if you sneak up behind someone and shout boo, you might spook them.
Okay, on to our final phrase. Here's another headline, this time from Business Today. AI market shakeup, global giants tumble as Chinese AI model DeepSeek disrupts markets.
The phrase we're looking at here is shakeup.
A shakeup is a big change that disrupts the normal way things work.
Exactly. If you shake up a bottle of fizzy drink, what happens?
It explodes.
Right? And when there's a shakeup in business or politics, it means there's been a big change, often unexpected.
In this case, DeepSeek is causing a shakeup in the AI industry. People thought OpenAI and Google were the clear leaders, but now that's uncertain.
You can also use shake up as a verb. DeepSeek has shaken up the tech industry.
We often hear this phrase in business and workplaces. If a company has a shakeup, it might mean new managers are brought in, or some employees lose their jobs.
Yes, for example, the company needed a shakeup, so they hired a new CEO to change things.
Okay, let's go over today's vocabulary one more time.
First, we had freak out, which means to lose emotional control due to excitement, fear, or panic.
Then we had spook, which means to scare or make someone nervous, especially in finance or when talking about animals.
And finally, we had shake-up, which describes a big and often sudden change that disrupts the usual way things work.
So, what do you think, Alice? Is DeepSeek a real threat to OpenAI?
It's too early to say for sure, but one thing is clear: it's already causing a shake-up in the AI world.
And it has certainly spooked investors.
And made a lot of people freak out.
That's all for this episode of Accent Adventures today. Thanks for listening.
Bye for now.
Bye.